One of the best films I've watched about the trans perspective might be the easiest and hardest recommendation I've ever made. This is Castration Movie Anthology 1, Traps, a film by Louise Ward. This film is set between two stories. The first chapter, titled Incel Superman, follows Turner as we witness him becoming more unstable and erratic after being dumped by his girlfriend, Brooklyn. The second chapter, Traps Swan Princess, follows trans sex worker Michelle Traps as her life is falling apart as her chances of becoming a mother lessens and her relationship with her boyfriend, Christian, isn't what it appears to be. Now, you have may noticed already, but Castration Movie breaks a lot of conventions for the medium. Not only was this shot on a high-8 camcorder and the dialogue and story being entirely improvised, but the duration lasts for over 4 hours and 30 minutes. In my experience, this film took me over 4 days to watch. It's not that I can't handle long movies, but the pacing goes to a grinding halt in a few long and drawn-out conversational scenes that put me in such a tired state. However, if you are able to look past these issues, then I believe you get a lot out of this film. Castration Movie 1 tackles troubling relationships in both stories, and despite how different our protagonists are, even having a small unintentional encounter, there's a universal theme of loneliness and the desperate need for attention and love throughout the film, and how desperation gives us the worst version of our characters, whether it be forcing their way into their ex's place or begging for one last night together. Through some clever and subtle dialogues that reveal the history, you feel like you get to piece together what their lives were like by the end of the film. It's an uncomfortable watch, not only for its few instances of showing bodily substances, but its intense confrontational scenes, containing some of the most honest and yet conflicting conversations I've seen, mostly coming from Traps. She's a deeply flawed person who has this extroverted/bossy personality that pushes her into bullying others and pretending like she has everything figured out. But deep down, she's no better than any of her friends, as she hides her insecurities and craves for someone to understand her. You could tell growing up as trans wasn't an easy experience for her, and it's present with how she behaves around others. It's one of the very few films that never downplays nor over-exaggerates the life of a trans person, knowing that a lot of these experiences came from Louise herself. It's an honest yet unflinching film that has never been done before, and what Louise and her friends accomplished is a massive feat for independent trans filmmaking. Whilst it's a long film, and get used to it because she's gonna make 4 more of these films, I highly recommend it. What are your thoughts about this film? Let me know in the comments below.
Honey, you're never gonna be a fucking woman. Like, not a fucking real woman. We don't get that. But you can be one hell of a trans woman. You can embrace what God fucking gave you, and you can, like, make the fucking most out of it.